One of our newest providers, I believe they were only added a month or two ago, AutoLeadStar, and this experience is very different. It's one of the most varied experiences that we offer within the program. And what you'll see with them is you have a very high impression rate. And the reason for this is because this experience is actually a combination with the chat tool. And so not only do you have chat appearing here, but you'll see in a moment that you actually have service built into this tool as well. And so from a metric standpoint, we need to have the understanding that we have multiple experiences overlapping. And so it looks a little different. Chat starts are actually pretty good. It's a little bit higher than the region and the nation. Vehicle selections are very high. And again, this is another provider that is taking the data from the website and where the consumer was shopping and taking a vehicle of interest and plugging that in if they weren't already on a VDP or SRP. So there is potential I could have a much higher selection rate, but in this case, we know if they're on a VDP or an SRP, and so we tie that vehicle of interest there. Here's our form. Abandons, initiations is a little fuzzy here. It's really where you had an opportunity to enter your PII and you did not. Form submissions is where you did receive an XML file of PII. And then here we have a much higher appointment rate than our prior experience, and you'll see that in a moment that the appointment is actually highly driven in this particular experience. And so we do have a higher rate. But remember, you have to train the salesperson or the BDC to mark that in your CRM. It most likely won't happen automatically unless you're able to figure out an API with this vendor. And then the completion rate is a little bit different because I have different exit points where I could potentially go into a different experience within the same tool. And we'll show you that here in a moment. So this does happen in a chat bubble. And of course, this chat bubble could occur throughout the entire site. Now, in this case, I like it on the home page. I know when we talked about chat a couple weeks ago, I actually discourage chat on the homepage often because it takes up so much real estate, and perhaps our BDCs or the provider BDC isn't ready to handle it. In this case, we have an experience that has a chat directly. You can unlock prices right here. You have the trade-in, which we'll look at here in a second, but we also have a service chat platform. We have the test drive appointment built into this, and then we can get directions. So a very robust chat experience here. But let's go into trade-in. Let's look at my 2016. And it is the Highlander. And I need to show that it's the Platinum Hybrid. And I'm gonna be honest and say that it's good condition. I drive it a lot. Oh, it's gonna make me do mileage. That makes sense. All right. Okay, here we go. Enter my PII at this point. So this is where our form initiation may happen if I bailed out at this point. But opt in. Now, this is a good point. We talked a little bit about a couple weeks ago, is that I have an opt-in for texts. So this is very good. This gives your BDC or your salesperson the opportunity without opting in them in through the CRM to go ahead and text the consumer directly. So if we're in a chat platform and we're in that rush to keep the experience seamless and get live with that customer, this is a great opportunity here. And now we have our estimate. Now, I think this is funny right off the bat, because if you notice, we're actually $3 to $5 grand higher than the prior estimates that I was receiving. Let's see if I want to, yeah, $3 to $4 grand higher. Well, why would you do this? Well, if you are indeed giving all the money for trades right now, and perhaps if you're still in an inventory shortage situation, you need to be. Again, the customer may have gone to a third party already. Why are you going to give them the same lowball price that a third party gave them? Give them a higher number and draw that customer in, and so they want to talk to you. And then go through your appraisal evaluation process later and worry about the real numbers. But I like the grab the customer here and pull them in. So interesting experience here. And then you can see the call to action here is the book appointment. And that's why we have this much higher appointment setting going on with this tool.